As you guys know, I love making jewelry, but there's one thing I enjoy too, and that's telling scary stories. So settle in and watch me work as I tell y'all a true story that happened to me. One afternoon, it was a nice sunny day. I had a friend that was coming by to pick me up to go to a barrel race. And she came in and then she went through, we have some double gates, and she went through the double gates, got me, I loaded my horse, and then as we were coming back out of the double gates, I saw a woman at my grandmother's house. So my grandmother, my great-grandmother, actually, she lived in this house for years and years. She's passed away now, but she was still living at the time. And there was a woman I never recognized before. The back door opened, and I see this woman's face. And I couldn't really make it out. I could just kind of see like her face, but not much more. Well, as I was walking up to the truck to open the door, my friend said, "Hey, who's that? Is that your grandma?" And she knew what my grandma looked like, but we couldn't really tell who it was. And I said, "No, I don't think so." And then a bulldog runs out of the house. And you could tell something was off because it wasn't like a full, like solid figure. It was, but it wasn't. It was more transparent. Well, as the dog runs out, the woman steps out and just stares at us. And we both said, "That's not your grandma." And I said, "No." So I call my grandma, and luckily she was inside. Luckily, maybe not, I don't know. And I told her what we seen. And she said, "No, nobody's here." And so it was in the back of her house in the back room. So she walked back there and looked, and she said, "There's no way somebody could have opened that door because there was a piano in front of that door." So me and my friend just looked at each other and our eyes were big, and she looked at me and said, "What did we just see?" And I said, "I have no idea." And then we drove out, and I still think about that from time to time, and I'll even ask my friend if she remembers it, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." So that was my scary story. I have a few more that happened in that house if you guys are interested in hearing them. I lived in that house for a couple years after my great-grandmother passed. Very interesting home. She had some stories of herself about that house as well. Nothing bad, nothing evil, just little apparitions here and there, just crazy stuff. Also, if you have a scary story, let me know in the comments. I sure do love to hear them. I love about cryptids and Bigfoot and dogmen. I hope you guys